Y'all already know what it is, baby. Let's get our mind right. Let's get our mind focused on greatness.
What's it up, baby? You already know. Big boss hog, boss dog, K poke through the door, here to talk this football, baby. Mind on Greatness Podcast. Stand up. We're going to talk about the NFL draft. We're going to talk about the picks, what picks I like, what picks that I was like, weren't too crazy for. And we're going to talk about the trajectory of the quarterbacks. So, the surprising pick to me was Michael Penix Jr. To Atlanta. I thought Atlanta was going to probably pick like a J.J. McCarthy, but they picked Michael Penix Jr. Apparently, they see something in the guy that, that he can fit their system. He does throw the deep ball pretty well. In my opinion, he kind of do like a little wind up when he throw the ball, but I'm pretty sure they can work around that, you know what I'm saying, so he can get the ball out of his hand faster. But for the most part, I like it, you know what I'm saying? I had to think about it at first when I was like, what? But I like it, you know what I'm saying, to give him a chance to sit behind Kirk Cousins for however many years and then, learn. You know what I'm saying? That he can be groomed properly, and then when it's his time, they can throw him in the fold. Some of the analysts were saying that, he could play right away. Nah, I won't say he can't play right away. I would recommend that he sit behind a vet like Kirk Cousins and learn the game, learn how to be a pro, learn how to, read NFL defenses, because the speed is different. You know what I mean? And the coverages are a little different. So, I think that's what he should do. I think he's set up for success if, this team is willing to be patient and properly develop him in the right manner. Because the problem with the NFL game today is nobody develops anymore. It's either you can play or you can't play. And if you can't play, then they just kind of do away with you. You know what I mean? Look what they do with Justin Fields. You know what I mean? So, a lot of coaches are lazy. They don't want to develop anymore. They want guys that can play immediately. And how are you a coach? How are you a teacher if you can't develop a guy, you can't reach a guy? But that's a whole nother video. I liked Odunze by Chicago Bears. And also them picking up Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams is walking into a successful situation. You know what I mean? And we're going to talk about Caleb Williams when it comes to the trajectory of quarterbacks. But he got Keenan Allen, Williams or Small, whatever his name is, number 2. And then he just got Odunze, he got DeAndre Swift. So he's walking into a very successful situation to where he may sit there and have a good season. You know what I mean? So I like what Chicago's doing. They're trying to put him in a very good situation to where, he got a lot of weapons behind him, but, like I told y'all, the NFL game is different when it comes to, reading defenses and speed and stuff like that. It's different. You got to do a lot of stuff on the fly. That's what it is. You got reading coverage on the fly. Sometimes you really going to have time to just sit there and read the defense. So, we'll see. I like Bo Nix going to the Broncos. I feel like Bo Nix is a development type of quarterback. He's kind of a guy, project quarterback that you could develop into whatever you want him to be. He's like raw clay right now. Pause. You can kind of mold him. You know what I mean? So I like that pickup. Sean Payton, I feel like he got his guy, his project guy. He can mold him into whoever he wants him to be. And if the Broncos are patient, you know what I mean? Because everybody don't win now. DeMeco Ryans is kind of like set the standard high. You know what I mean? When it comes down to winning. It's like he took his team where in the first season? Yeah, he did that. So we'll see, if they patient with Sean Payton. I like the Bo Nix pickup. I feel like it fits the culture of the Broncos. They moved on from Jerry Jeudy. You know what I'm saying? They trying to they're trying to put a new culture there, so they're trying to get some of the old guys out, which they're just not old. It's just, I guess he didn't fit the culture what Sean Payton wanted around there, so they got him out of there. I like J.J. McCarthy to Minnesota. J.J. McCarthy is another developmental quarterback that I feel like, can be something great. You know what I'm saying? He's an athletic quarterback. Don't really have a strong arm, but, you could kind of make him into an efficient and good quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he's athletic, so he can run. He can do stuff with his legs. It's going to be a good dual threat quarterback. Now, of course, you don't want your quarterback running 40 times a game, but, when the play breaks down, he can make something happen. You know what I'm saying? So, I do like the fact that Minnesota building something good up there, man. They got something good. They're set up for success, and I like that because they got a veteran running back in Aaron Jones, and they addressed their defense, getting Grenard, getting Blake Cashman. You know what I mean? I think they drafted another edge rusher in the draft as well. So they're doing a good job at making sure that defense is strong, right? And if this young quarterback has to step in and start right away, he has a top defense and he got a decent running game, you know what I mean, that they can rely on, that can protect him. You get what I mean? So I like what Minnesota is doing. They're doing it the right way, in my opinion. But the splash one to me was Jayden Daniels to Washington. I really like that. Jayden Daniels, to me, is a very good quarterback. I've had time to watch him, because at first, I'm not going to lie, I didn't watch any LSU games. So after he won the Heisman, I was like, I had to go back and watch him. I said, oh, okay, I see. The only thing I didn't like about Jayden Daniels is sometimes he hold on to the ball too much, and he takes unnecessary hits. So, pause. So that was the only thing that I was like, he needs to shore that up. Like, he can't be getting pulverized into the turf. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna last that long. You gotta get that ball out your hand. So that's the only thing that I can say. But he got, Dotson, he got McLaren, he got, Robinson at running back. I like what Washington has. And them adding Dan Quinn, you know what I mean? That defense is going to be rocking and rolling. So he's stepping into a situation where he's going to have a defense to protect him. He already got his receivers. He already got, I'll say Robinson, he's a serviceable running back. He's not an underachieving running back. He's a good running back. You know what I'm saying? So he's stepping into a situation where he may be able to elevate everybody's play. You get what I mean? So I like that. Hopefully they do right by him and be patient with him and develop him. You know what I'm saying? Because this NFL game, the coaches, like I said earlier, are getting away from the development part. It's like if a player is not coming in immediately and balling out, then they do away with him. It's like, nah, man, you are a coach. The objective of the title coach is for you to coach and teach and, you know what I mean, mold them into a player that you want them to be or they can be. You know what I mean? You just have to figure out how to reach this young guy. You get what I mean? Whether it's by whatever, you got to figure it out. That's your job as a coach. You know what I mean? When you're a school teacher and you got kids, right? You're a school teacher and you got kids, you got to be able to, you got to be able to reach your kids so your kids can have success, right? So they can learn what they need to learn, right? It's the same thing in coaching. You got to be able to figure out how to reach these guys, reach these players, and so they can be able to, you know what I'm saying, have a lot of success in the league and have the understanding, right? So those my, picks I like. Now the trajectory of the quarterbacks, right? A lot of y'all gonna feel like, oh, Caleb Williams gonna go off his first year. Me personally, I feel like it's gonna be Jayden Daniels. I feel like Caleb Williams, although he has all those weapons, he's gonna struggle his first year, in my opinion. You know what I mean? I feel like he's gonna struggle his first year. I feel like he gonna have a decent season. I think Caleb Williams will throw for maybe 20 to 25 touchdowns, but he's gonna have double interceptions, and I think he's gonna throw for maybe 3,500 yards, right? But I think he's gonna struggle. You got me? That's just my opinion. I think he'll struggle his first year, but his second year he gonna take off because he's gonna have the game figured out. That's how I look at it, right? But I think Jaden Daniels will be the quarterback. I could be wrong. Caleb Williams may get in there and be Pat Mahomes immediately and start going off. But I think Jaden Daniels is the more pro-ready quarterback, and I think that he'll have a lot of success. I mean, that offense at LSU, you know what I mean, wasn't an easy offense to run. You know what I'm saying? So for him to have that amount of success and, you know, win the Heisman, throw those touchdowns, I just think he's more pro-ready. His arm is more pro-ready than all the other quarterbacks. I still feel like Caleb Williams, he's gonna struggle. I think with his arm and also with his IQ a little bit. When he gets flustered, he don't know how to stay calm, cool, and collected. Jaden Daniels, to me, has shown more of calmness in the pocket, you know, when it's chaotic, than Caleb Williams, in my opinion. You got me? So I think Jaden Daniels will be the more successful quarterback out of all the quarterbacks. I don't know who has the most successful career, you know what I mean? But I think next year Jaden Daniels will be a better quarterback than Caleb Williams. I feel like he'll be more efficient. Like I said, I could be wrong. Caleb Williams may get out there and throw 50 touchdowns and 2 interceptions and be looking at you with the pink nails and that pink lipstick on. You know what I'm saying? You know, these youngsters, they weird now. But all I'm saying is at the end of the day, that's my quarterback trajectory. I talked about the draft picks. I talked about everything. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Boss Scott.